truth will be heard. Justice will be served. Real stories, powerful decisions, one final verdict. Welcome to the Final Verdict TV, where every case changes lives.
Number 0201, that would be Emily Palmer and Mark Taylor. Where are you? Come forth, please. Okay, case 021, looks like the plaintiff is seeking $1 million for retroactive financial support. Please, go ahead.
Hi, good morning, Your Honor. My name is Emily Palmer. I am here today, seeking $1 million for financial compensation. I had a pretty tough upbringing. I didn't know my dad at all. I recently found out about him, as he did with me. And I think that is what I deserve. One, I grew up with just my mom. We lived paycheck to paycheck. I started working since I was 16, sometimes more than one job to help out. She also passed when I was 18. So I've been honestly in like fight or flight my entire life. And I just feel like it's time I get a break, and I could really use some help. He's had 23 years of not having to worry about any financial obligation. And I think that I deserve some help.
Okay, we're talking $1 million here.
Sorry?
I say it's $1 million that we're seeking.
Yes.
Okay. She says she has not received any financial support and she feels that she deserves it. What's going on here, Dad?
Good morning, Your Honor. She's leaving out some pretty important details here. First of all,
okay,
I had no idea. I fully acknowledge that I am her biological father.
Okay.
But I had no idea until about 9 months ago. How do you abandon a child you didn't know existed?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
He didn't know you existed. What came about? How did this happen? How did you two connect?
So I submitted my DNA to one of those ancestry, sites that you can find out like your lineage and all that. And I came about Mark, and then we did independent testing as well and confirmed it. So it is 100% certain he is my dad. And I mean, like I said, I know that you can't abandon something you don't know, but he knows now. And I feel like I would want to do that if I had the means and I figured out I had a child that honestly has been working her whole life, and I would want to help provide for that child, no matter what or how old I am or how long it's been. I feel like it's the right thing to do.
Okay, but he was not aware.
But he knows now, Your Honor.
And you're an adult now, correct?
Yes, but I'm still not doing well. I'm still working and I'm still putting myself through school, taking care of my grandparents who helped raise me because my mother passed, like I said, when I was 18. And I could use some help. I think it's time.
$1 million.
Yes,
that's been 23 years.
She's leaving out a couple of more details, if I may fill in.
Okay.
So she submitted this DNA test over 2 years ago. And for more than a year, never bothered to contact me at all.
Okay.
A year ago, I won a large amount of money through the lottery. And after she found out about that, she reached out to me about being her biological father.
Is this correct?
It wasn't about the money. I just wasn't ready to reach out until I did. It wasn't. I just felt I took some time to sit with it. I also have lived an entire life without him, and I felt it was appropriate. I barely even knew about the lotto, to be honest with you. I figured that out after I reached out.
Okay. So you knew 2 years, and then after he won the lottery, it was coincidental that you reached out to him, or
it just worked out that way. I don't know.
Pretty big coincidence, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're seeking $1 million, and Dad didn't know?
No, Your Honor.
There was no relationship.
If I can be clear, it's not that I'm unsympathetic. I'm very interested in this person. I'm interested in beginning a relationship. I just feel like she's not asking me for a relationship. She's just asking me for money. It feels like a shakedown. I am completely open to starting a relationship, seeing where things go. And even being financially supportive of her endeavors, I'd be delighted to pay for education, something like that. But this doesn't feel like any sort of connection or bond or reaching out.
He's willing to help you and assist you and develop a relationship. You all don't have a relationship. And he was not aware. You can't penalize somebody for not being aware that he even had a daughter. It was a surprise to him just as much as it was to you. Mm. So how do we move forward with developing a relationship and being there and with you at times of need? He said he's willing to do that.
Yeah, I'm willing to, but like money talks. Like I have trust issues. He's been out of my life for 23 years. I could really use this money now. I don't want to emotionally get invested with him without knowing he's serious. I feel like if he were to provide that payment to me, I would know that he actually wants to be involved. That's something that's important to me.
But unfortunately, that's not how the court works. That's not how the court works. I can't make him give you money just for you to understand that he's going to be serious with you in a relationship, or that he's going to, that's proof that he's going to be there for you. So, I do understand the emotional part of it. I do understand that you grew up without a father. There may have been some hard times, but he had absolutely no knowledge. Mm. Okay. A paternity was never established. Mm.
Well, the money is established. And he has it. He just, but he won the lotto. He's doing great. Like he can't spare, like that would be like $10 to him at this point. Do you know how much he won? He won a lot of money.
That's his money.
Okay. But I've gone 23 years without his money.
But you can't hold him accountable for that.
Why not?
You can't hold him accountable for that. I can't hold you accountable for something that you weren't aware of. I can't hold him accountable for something that he wasn't aware of. It's different when the court has established paternity. Mm. If the court had established paternity and he did not comply, it's a whole different story. Mm. It was never established. Now we know. Mm-hmm. Now you're an adult. So you all are going to have to, whatever you do with your relationship is with you. You're going to have to try to get some communication and go forward if that's what he wishes to do and if that's what you wish to do. But unfortunately, in this case, the court did not establish any paternity. They did not give him an order to give you, and he just did not do it. And unfortunately, lotto winnings are very irrelevant.
What about like $500,000?
Okay.
Or like 50?
That's his money. So that's his. I can't make him just give you his money.
I feel like you can, but you're like the judge.
I am, but the law does not create retroactive parental liability simply because you come a little later.
Do you think that's fair?
That's not.
I think it's
after everything I've been through.
Okay, so being that I'm the judge here, I'm giving you the law. It's not about your opinion about whether he should give you any money. It's totally irrelevant. His lotto money or whatever it is, it's totally irrelevant. Okay, just because someone is wealthy doesn't mean they owe it to you. Mm. That is his call. I sympathize with you though. You didn't know your father. I understand that.
Really not.
And it's understandable. But court is not the place where family questions find their answers. Mm. Okay. And now you know you have a daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you want to move forward, what you do with that relationship is you. How you handle it is you. I do sympathize, and I know it's been very emotional for you. You didn't have a father. You had some hard times. Your mother was working. You were working, trying to make ends meet.
She wanted money. He wanted a relationship. One lottery win changed everything. The courtroom slowly stopped siding with her. To Emily, money meant proof. The judge heard emotion, but ruled with law. One sentence ended the case. She came looking for a father and left feeling alone. He won the case, but not her trust. Some cases end in court. The pain doesn't.
But unfortunately, this is not where it ends in the court. Okay? I cannot, by law, make him give you $1 million because you just found out he's your daughter. Jesus.
Judge C, I feel like you can do that.
Okay.
You're the judge. You know, like, I don't know, like, actuality of it all, but the thing is, like, I'm telling you, I've been alone all my life. Like, he's been able to live.
The judge has to follow the law.
But
And
what
this
about
particular case, this is not the forum for me to award you his money. That's his money.
it's barely his money. He didn't even, he didn't do anything to earn it. He got lucky. I haven't gotten lucky all my life. Like, can you just
Whether
give me?
he found it on the street, in the hallway, or got lucky, it belongs to him. I have no jurisdiction to award you what belongs to him.
I'm not asking for all of it. That's like nothing to him at this point. He won so much money. I have like nothing.
Okay.
Don't you feel like do you have any sort of emotion?
It's not me. And I'm going to decide a verdict. You now know you have a daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
What you do with that relationship is yours. How you receive it is yours. I think
I would receive it better if it came in the form of a check. Just gonna be frank.
however, it belongs to him. And I'm not going to repeat that again. You two have to have a relationship. You're going to have to take this wherever you need it. But the court is not the forum for it. Unfortunately, because of that, I cannot award you.
Let me ask you something. I was an orphan, like, up until 2 years ago, and I knew of his existence. Are you, like, a mom? Do you have a daughter? Do you have someone that you, like, love and would want to support? Do you not feel, if you were in my shoes, which I literally, I just don't understand where the heart is in this. Like, I have been alone. I've gone through so much.
Do you know how entitled you sound?
That it's not you have lived a whole life. Palmer. It's not even like his money. He's a deadbeat dad. Like
Ms. Palmer, I have to establish if the law allows retroactive financial compensation when a father has no knowledge of the child or no paternity was never established.
Do you have kids?
The law is not about my kids. It's about establishing the law in this courtroom. Okay? I have to explain to you that child support obligations typically begin when paternity has been established in the courtroom.
When you are 23.
Established. You are now an adult. I cannot penalize this gentleman for being unaware that he had a child.
You can't. I feel like you can. You're the judge.
There's no documented knowledge of your existence. Without knowledge, there can be no willful abandonment. I cannot do that. To the defendant, you now know you have a daughter. What you do with that knowledge is up to you. My recommendation is for you to communicate, have a relationship, if that's what you agree to. But at this time, I have to dismiss this case.
I would like to communicate in the form of a check.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is insane.
Thank you.
I have nothing. I have had no one until now, and I know he's here in front of me. But why is he walking? This is done? This is over?
This is over.
No, this
is over.
Your case
is over.
You're just like a stranger, bro. Like, I don't know. Just
don't miss the next case. Subscribe to the Final Verdict TV,